For any Xbox or PlayStation codes or anything gaming related, check out g2a.com, and if you need any Ultimate Team coins, then head over to FIFA. The code CHES will get you a discount on both sites, and all links are down below. Hey guys, how's it going? Chez back again, and welcome to episode number 23 of the Liverpool career mode, and today is a big one. It's our first cup final of the series. We're obviously at Wembley Stadium. Unfortunately been drawn in the away side of the dressing room, so we have to play in our changed kit of yellow, obviously, as Arsenal will be playing in their home strip of red. I wanted to make a couple of shock changes to the first team. I wanted to start Mario Balotelli, but as you can tell, he is, and as are a few others, a little bit tired from the Juventus game that was played not long ago. So unfortunately we're having to play a couple of players that I didn't necessarily want to, but it's still a very strong side. Obviously I was going to start Ballo ahead of Studge because obviously he's been in fantastic goal scoring for Mario, so I wanted to try and continue that. He should be okay to come off the bench at some point during the game. Rather controversial selection of Alexandro coming back from injury on the bench. John Flanagan was asking me if he could be selected, and he has been growing quite nicely, as you can see now 75 rated. I have gone with the Brazilian, and he may find himself having an impact off the bench. We'll have to wait and see. Fernando was a player I thought about starting as well, especially considering Jordan Henderson was a little bit tired, but I went with Stevie and Jordan for this bigger game, and we've got Morgan Schneiderlin on the bench. So unfortunately Fernando misses out for now, but he will, I feel, become integral to the workings of this first team over the next few months, and hopefully into the second season as well, of course, with Stevie G being able to take a lesser role, shall we say, in first team activities due to his decline as a player on FIFA, and the fact that he just isn't that good for me, to be completely honest. Obviously fantastic from the penalty spot, as we found out in the last episode, but today it's all about the in-game, and actually goals from open play is the plan. Obviously Arsenal not going to be an easy game whatsoever, especially in the rain at Wembley as well. This will be done as a live commentary, as you can probably tell already. This is being done as a live commentary, and I'll do it the same way that I do the My Player series, so it will be extended live highlights, but not necessarily a full game commentary, although obviously I do have a tendency to waffle on, so we'll find out in due course. The video will be a decent length though, so hopefully you guys enjoy. If you do, then hit that like button, and of course subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, to make sure you don't miss out on any further content here on Chesnoid Gaming, whether it be this series or of course the My Player series, which will come to you later tonight, or the Career Mode Road to Glory, which will of course be back again tomorrow, and there was an episode last night. But the two teams walking out past the trophy they're vying for this afternoon, unfortunately, like we say, in the rain. Would have preferred it to have been dry, but what can you do? English summertime, or I guess it's springtime now, isn't it, considering that this is the 1st of March, so spring rain. Hopefully we can have a decent performance, but we'll have to wait and see. We have had indifferent performances against Arsenal so far. Let's have a look at their starting lineup. Szczesny in goal with Gibbs, Koscielny, Mertesacker and Debussy at the back, as you may expect. The midfield is as you may expect as well, but Edin Dzeko up top, which, to be fair, with the scripted transfers in FIFA, is as you may have expected it to be anyway. So a decent starting lineup from them. Obviously, you might say theirs is a little bit stronger than ours, and we actually would come into this as underdogs, but it's pretty much level paring as we go into it. Rene Adler starting, of course, the media drawing attention to the fact that Alexandro is on the bench as opposed to in the starting lineup, or as opposed to having John Flanagan in that place on the bench. I'm sure John will be disappointed, so perhaps I'll have to play him in a couple more games than I perhaps would have done to make up for the fact that he's missing out on this cup final. That was a rather adventurous first shot of the game from Jack Wilshere. We'll have to wait and see what sort of impact he and Ramsey can have in the middle, but I'm hoping to actually come away with a victory here. Obviously it would be nice to get our first trophy of this Liverpool career mode. Obviously Liverpool have done relatively well in the cups in recent years, got to the final against Chelsea a couple of years ago in the FA Cup, and obviously got to the final and won the Capital One Cup not too long ago against Cardiff, wasn't it? I think it may even have been on penalties as well, actually. I think it was Anthony Gerrard, wasn't it, that missed the penalty. Stevie's cousin playing for Cardiff that missed the penalty that meant that Liverpool won the Capital One Cup. So they do have a relatively decent history in recent times of doing well in the Cups, but it would obviously be nice to actually get ourselves off the ground when it comes to picking up silverware in this series. We did well in the Chelsea career mode to pick up plenty of trophies, although the Capital One Cup was one that we haven't won yet so far on FIFA 15. So it would be really nice if we can win this today. A second I don't even know, extravagant perhaps shot from Wilshere from distance, maybe rushing that a little bit. Closer than his first one, but still absolutely nowhere near the goal. His teammates are going to get a little bit fed up of that if he's not too careful. But it's been a tentative opening 10 minutes or so. I've tried to play a little bit of possession football, but they're pressing me very well. As you can see, every single time there's a yellow man on the ball, there's either a red guy, an Arsenal player in close proximity, or there's an Arsenal player closely marking all of my pass options. And Sturridge dropped off there. I was kind of hoping he was make the dash in towards the near post. So Arsenal are going to come on the counter attack. Obviously, they've not got that much pace in their side, other than Alexis Sanchez right now. With Santi not being the fastest out on the other wing, Özil in the middle not being rapid either, and obviously Edin Dzeko isn't blessed with lightning pace. So I'm hoping our faster side, especially with the likes of Per Mertesacker at the back, could actually do them some damage. I might have to try and wear them down, though, stamina-wise, because they are going to be an issue. That is going to be an issue, obviously, with a few of our players having played recently against Juventus. They're not going to be firing on all cylinders, but we will obviously... Oh, God, Alexis just doesn't stop running ever, does he? But we'll try our best. Like I say, they've clearly had the better chances in the opening couple of minutes. We haven't had a chance yet, but that is definitely a free kick. We may see the first booking. I don't think it's worthy of a booking, but the referee is going to deal one out. Yellow card for Santi Cazorla, so we may be able to target that right-hand side of the pitch now and try and get him sent off. Obviously, it would be more beneficial to get a defender sent off than an attacker. It's just a little bit late, although he did catch him on the bottom of the shin on the top of the foot there, so it wasn't actually as innocuous a challenge as I thought. It was quite nasty. So Danilo's lucky not to come away with an injury there, but Henderson... Oh, now Henderson's gone down injured. That's not what we needed early on in this game. We saw that he was a little bit lower on stamina thanks to that Juventus game, and he is actually going to have to come off, which isn't good. However, we do have Morgan Schneiderlin, who is a capable replacement on the bench. So, not the way I wanted to start this game, to be completely honest. An injury and Arsenal having the opening two chances, but we will have to try and get ourselves back in it now. At least we'll have an extra defensive player on the pitch, and Morgan should give us that extra stability in the middle, so that the likes of Jack Wilshere can't race forward like they have done and have those chances on and around the edge of our box. But Studge is just through here. I'll try to squeeze that through to him. Wasn't exactly the ball I wanted to play, but he is in here. We'll stand it up for Stevie G. He's in the box, but Wojciech Szczesny does well to come and claim that, controlling his area. Obviously been dropped from the side recently for Arsenal since his smoking in the dressing room incident. They've been playing David Ospina in the most recent couple of games, Arsenal, but Szczesny selected for this one. Obviously a fantastic goalkeeper. We'll have to be at our best to defeat him, but Douglas Costa does really well there. And I said it was going to be extended highlights, but again, I haven't really stopped talking for the majority of the game so far, so you've probably seen everything to this point. Fortunately, my internet is now better than it used to be, so it won't take me like 4 hours to upload this video. It still should only take about 10 minutes, but it will still take quite a while to render. I'm hoping to buy my PC, my kind of monster rig PC, within the next 3 or 4 weeks, so hopefully that will make streaming and video making a lot easier. But they're in at the back post. They've hit the post. Oh, what a block by Inigo Martinez. That was absolutely vital. Jack Wilshere with a chance with the open net in front of him to put Arsenal in front after Santi Cazorla hit the woodwork. There was a man free at the back post there, and I did not expect that to happen, especially with it being Santi and Danilo. I really just saw why they're playing that short to Per Mertesacker to let him take the cross, but it has worked its way to Aaron Ramsey into Özil. Worried about the cross into the box, just try and stand him up and keep it in, which we have done, and we'll try and catch him on the breakaway then. I'll just go for a bit of a sprint with Douglas Costa to try and stretch the game out a little bit. There's Stevie. We'll get it across to Alberto Moreno. It'd be nice if Markovic could come back on side, which he has done, and Stevie's there, so we'll play him. Obviously not the fastest, neither's Jack Wilshere though. We might be able to get inside here, and we have done. I just wanted to cut and get myself an extra little bit of space on his right foot, although we have pressured Debussy into a mistake coming towards the end of the first half. And we'll throw this back to Markovic and then perhaps try and get it back onto his right foot to stand it up. Sturridge is in the middle waiting for it. He almost won that. It was a kind of mixture of him and Koscielny. They've hoofed it clear. It'll be another throw in to us. Almost at the end of the first half then. And again, I apologise if I have waffled a little bit too much in this first half for your liking, but you know what I'm like. You've been subscribed to me for long enough. This is the sort of thing that happens when we have a final. I just kind of keep going. So we'll hope that we can actually create something before the end of this first half. That was meant for the right back, unfortunately, but Douglas Costa's done really well to win it back. Try and get it through that gap to Morgan Schneidlin, which hasn't worked. Costa, sorry, I was calling Custard then. Costa should have the pace to track back. Özil isn't the fastest, and Schneidlin's done very well. He has actually been very good for us since coming in. Really solidified up that central area when Stevie doesn't necessarily have the stamina to be able to cope. And that was meant for Coutinho, actually, rather than Sturridge, who unfortunately was offside. They've made that a little bit better this year when, you know, last year on FIFA 14, all the time, like 90% of the passes you play forward, if there was a player that was offside and a player that was onside, regardless of what power and direction you put on the pass, it would always play it to the guy that was offside. They have lessened that this year, although as you saw there, it's still a little bit of an issue. That pass was meant for Coutinho, and Studge was offside and it did play it to him, but you get this clear, and then Coutinho should get it round the corner, and Sturridge might be able to race away here. One-on-one against Per Mertesacker. Not got the strength to shrug him off, but does have the pace. We'll ping it out wide. Again, trying to stretch the game just to open it up a little bit, because Arsenal don't necessarily have the fastest of players apart from the aforementioned Alexis. Good tackle by Stevie, but for some reason can't get the ball off Wilshere for a second time, because all are breaking free. There's a bit of space here for Edin Dzeko. They're concerned that he's going to be able to wriggle down this line, but we'll try and close down Kieran Gibbs. Obviously, we looked at Kieran Gibbs in the recent transfer window, and we went for the injured Alexandra that's now on our bench to bring in at left back ahead of Kieran Gibbs. They wanted a little bit too much money, but we're going at half time in the Capital One Cup final at 0-0, and I'll probably try and talk less in the second half so that we actually have extended highlights and not just a 30-minute video of me going on and on and on. Alexis has swapped wings here, and he's going to link up with Ramsey, and I'm going to have to try and chase him down with Danilo. I want to let him get onto his right foot if I can help it, but his feet are so good. Great defending from Danilo. Keep that in, please, and he has done. Up to Douglas Costa. We will give this one to Sturridge this time and play it around the corner for Coutinho. Not got the strength or pace to get past Kieran Gibbs, but Douglas Costa might do. We'll try a cheeky little McGeady spin, and we actually might try another one. He's done a Blurb spin this time into Coutinho. We'll have the shot left-footed. Good save by Szczesny. That's our first chance of the game. Markovic with a shot. Sturridge at the back post. He's hit the bar, but he's offside. Wow, that was supposed to be a shot from Markovic, but it got almost the perfect angle on it to get it back to Daniel Sturridge. He was offside, unfortunately. Not that it would have mattered, because he hit the bar anyway, which again is disappointing from that range, but that's our first couple of chances of the game so far, coming at the start of the second half, and that was weird defending from Arsenal, so maybe we'll continue this highlight for the time being. Coutinho will bring that down. We'll play it into Douglas Costa. He's had a great game so far, especially at the start of this second half. We'll try Ronaldo chop there to get in the box. Step around the mound, find Coutinho. Coutinho with the shot, and it's off the post again. Oh, I can't believe it. Both sides have hit the woodwork now as we hit it with bar with Sturridge, and now we've hit the post with Coutinho, and they hit the post earlier on with Santi Cazorla. Douglas Costa, though, really having a good spell of pressure here, although we are going to pick up a free kick. Didn't really want a free kick there, considering we were playing the ball up towards Daniel Sturridge, but definite change in the way the game is going in this second half. We've really been on top. We didn't have any chances, did we, in the first half, we should have seen. But definitely a brighter start to the second. I'll try and turn inside here with Markovic and get this across the Studge. She might help it on its way to Morgan Schneidlin, who draws another good save out of Wojciech Szczesny. We're putting together some nice work here, some nice moves. Stevie can whip the corner in. I'll look for the tall players towards the penalty area. There's... Whoa, no, don't go down injured again. Oh, Coutinho's gone in down injured now. That's 2 injuries in this game. Hopefully he'll be able to carry on. Although we do have a very capable player in Adam Lallana on the bench. Douglas Costa trying to do his best to get the ball off Alexis there, and that is going to be a throw into them. Oh, I'm going to have to take Coutinho off. I can't risk him being out injured for long, so we will bring Adam Lallana on. Thinking about bringing Hesse on soon as well, actually, in that wide area, or maybe even Raheem Sterling, who wasn't quite at full fitness because of obviously playing in the Juventus game, but we will make that change. An hour gone, 0-0. We've hit the woodwork twice. They've hit the woodwork once, but as of so far, no goals. Nice little move by Lallana, actually, to start his action off in the game. We will try and turn back inside, though, just to... Oh, it wasn't meant for you, it was meant for Schneidlin. I'm not going to get it back to him either. They've got an advantage there for something. Not really too sure what for. Lallana's going to try and close Mertesacker down, but he's just too strong. That was a mixture of tall and strong. But he was a mixture of too tall and too strong for Adam Lallana there. Studge, can you stay on side, please? And I can actually play you a decent pass. Lallana into Stevie, and we'll try and get that round the corner. That was meant for Sturridge, but he may get there. Markovic, no, not quite. Try and nick that off Wilshere, which we have done. Really good work by Markovic, taken down though by the tackle by Wilshere. Dzeko out to Santi Cazorla, obviously on a booking. And Dzeko's on a booking as well. They've got a couple of offensive players on a booking, but no defenders yet that we can try and isolate in an attempt to try and get someone sent off. But Santi has found himself free on this far side, and his feet are really good. We're just going to have to be really careful here. Just don't want to let him inside because he's tried to have the shot and the ball's just escaped him. That was really strange. We will get this away down this left-hand side if Markovic can push on, and definitely think about bringing Markovic off now for Raheem Sterling, especially considering his first touch really let him down there. So we'll do that now. This is going to be our final change of the game. Unfortunately, 2 changes were made due to forced injuries, or forced changes due to injuries, so shall I say. They're taking off Per Mertesacker and being on Callum Chambers. Not the obvious change. We're making the offensive change, they're making the defensive change. Maybe Raheem Sterling's pace can help isolate Debussy down there at right back, or at least cope with Alexis Sanchez on the overlap. But that is a great cross. Dzeko's underneath it and it's over the top of the bar. Arsenal's first chance of the second half with 15 minutes to go. Still 0-0, but this one really could go either way. Comes Kieran Gibbs, that's a good ball. Try and win this header if you can, Mamadou, and he has done. And he's gone down injured. What even is life? Why is everybody going down injured right now? But Douglas Costa beats the man to it. Will play the through ball for Daniel Sturridge. We may have another man down injured, likely to have to come off the pitch. But Sturridge is in behind. Daniel Sturridge, well saved by Szczesny. And then Lallana goes down. All he had to do was stay on his feet, and we would have had another chance there. I'm so disappointed I wasn't able to get that shot into the back of the net with Studge. Get the feeling Balotelli, with the form he was in, would have put that away, but I haven't had the chance to bring him onto the pitch because of these injuries. We'll just get this one away if we can. Sterling try and race away from Dzeko. Just want to get that burst of pace going. Studge, you are well offside, mate, but if you can get yourself back inside. Sturridge, please make me a decent run. I'm actually going to go outside to Moreno here. Please get there. Oh, overrun the pass. Less than 5 minutes left to go in this first half, or second half rather, and it looks like we might be going to extra time. This ball by Ramsey up to Debussy. Big lofted through ball looking for Mesut Özil through the middle. Please get there, Adam. He has done, and he's got it to Douglas Costa. Studge is making me a run, but I'm going to go all the way out there to Raheem Sterling. That is a brilliant ball by Douglas Costa. He will have the pace to get there ahead of Callum Chambers, and hopefully he's got the ability to turn inside as well. Raheem Sterling with a chance to win it in the last minute. Raheem Sterling, and he's put it wide. Can you believe it? The glorious opportunity in the last few seconds of the game to just tuck that into the bottom corner, and he's put it around the post. Raheem Sterling, what have you done? Could that be the incentive that Arsenal need to now grab the game by the scruff of the neck in extra time and go and win it? Still not done for this second half, but oh wow, I'm so disappointed. So bitterly disappointed that Raheem Sterling wasn't able to win us the tie there. Would have been perfect for him to come back from injury in the past couple of games to really have an impact on this one and actually get us the victory. You're going to have to be careful here that Ramsey doesn't get a good ball into Dzeko, which he has done, and they're going to pick up a corner. Now we are very much so in the last dying seconds of the game. Özil's going to whip the ball in. Got to win this header. Got to win this header. We have done. It's only dropped on the edge of the box, but the referee's going to blow his final whistle. We are going to extra time in the Capital One Cup final in 2015. 0-0 after 90 minutes, although considering the amount of chances in the game and the amount of glorious clear-cut chances in the game, I'm not really too sure how it stayed goalless. Here we go then, extra time. Gerrard is absolutely spent. He's got no stamina left whatsoever, but I can't take him off because of those injuries. I'm hoping Sacco's going to be alright as well at centre-back, and it's not going to affect his performance. Stevie's just, he's dead. He's dead legs right now. It might cause us some problems in the middle. Fortunately, we do have the fresher legs of Morgan Schneiderlin alongside him now, thanks to one of those injuries, ironically. But it should be a simple save for Rene Adler. No, it isn't. Oh my God, I didn't know where the ball was. I couldn't see it behind the defenders. That was very close to Arsenal taking the lead. All they had to do was get a foot on that. So lucky to have come away with the ball in that situation. Ramsey's having his shirt tugged by Adam Lallana. They're just trying desperately to win it back because they're pushing a lot of defenders forward here. You can see the gap now for Daniel Sturridge on the halfway line. Callum Chambers has eventually come across to try and cover him. But they've got a lot of space here, Arsenal at the back, and Sturridge might be able to utilise that here. If I can just get the run going with the pace to get away from Koscielny. Can he get all the way around? He can. The question is, can he finish this time? Daniel Sturridge does! Liverpool 1, Arsenal 0 in the 99th minute in extra time. It's Liverpool 1, Arsenal 0 at Wembley. He should have done that in normal time, but he didn't. It was a great save by Wojciech Szczesny. This time, though, getting around the outside of the defence and powering it in with the outside of his right boot. Arsenal, that is actually very Arsenal-like, to push loads of defenders forward and get caught on the counter-attack with nobody back. Seen it time and time again, highlighted on Match of the Day and on Sky Sports, etc. It is a trait that Arsene Wenger does like to put into his play. We've been able to utilise that in our favour, and it's now Liverpool 1, Arsenal 0 as we head into the final 20 minutes of extra time here in the Capital One Cup final. Debussy's going to take the throw. Dzeko's in behind thanks to the knockoff. The man is going to drop to Santi. Can he get the shot away? No, he's going to find Özil. I'm just trying to get some bodies in the way here. Lauren Koscielny on the ball. Now Aaron Ramsey on the edge of the box. I'm so nervous about giving away a pen. Oh, it could be an own goal. Get it away. That was so close. And again, they've left spaces at the back, but unfortunately I can't quite get a proper through ball to Studge. This time we might be able to. Can Sturridge get there ahead of Callum Chambers? It's a race between him and the goalkeeper, and Wojciech Szczesny wins it. And that's probably going to take us to half-time in extra time. These Jack Wilson here. Arsenal have brought on Giroud for Özil at half-time in extra time. So it's going to be difficult now to cope with the amount of men they've got forward. The question is again, can we catch them out? At the back, Lallana doesn't have the strength to hold off Aaron Ramsey. That was a rather one-sided physical battle. But we are still trying to put the pressure on higher up the pitch. Gerrard is really dead now. You can see his stamina there. He's just got nothing left. Absolutely nothing left. He didn't have much left at the start of extra time, but Sterling's going to get that and keep that in. Just want to keep possession now if I possibly can. Oh, that was meant to be headed back to the man that was stood right next to him, but he didn't manage to do it. But we'll keep possession. Sterling, or try Maradona turn rather, or Ronaldo chop. Didn't quite work, but I think he ran out ball off the pitch there. No, Moreno's going to try and steal it off him. Alberto Moreno racing down on goal. Do I wait for support or do I go alone? I'll try a step over to stand inside. Alberto Moreno to finish the tie-off. Alberto Moreno makes it Liverpool 2, Arsenal 0. We're going to win the Capital One Cup, boys. Delighted. You can see the Liverpool fans at the other end of the stadium celebrating. Arsenal fans in front of their goal right now. Just absolutely flabbergasted. A mistake on the far side by the defender, and it's the left back of Liverpool on his right foot that puts us 2-0 in front and pretty much guarantees us a win in the Capital One Cup final. Thrilled. All we've got to do now is defend properly for the next 6 in-game minutes, and we'll be crowned champions of the Capital One Cup and have our first silverware here at Liverpool. Oh, I hope that happens. I hope that happens. It's going to be all Arsenal now. I'm going to switch to ultra defensive. Don't want to go to park the bus quite yet. We'll switch to ultra defensive. I may be able to catch them on a counter-attack again here. Look at how much space they have back there. They haven't learnt their lesson. I know they're trying to get themselves back in it, but we could do it again. No, Sterling trying to get it off to Debussy. I might be able to close him down with Sturridge here as well. Come on. Oh, win that header. That's a must. Well done, Inigo. Gerrard's going to close him down. He's risking an injury here because he's so tired. But again, reiterate, I cannot take him off because I don't have any substitutes left. It's not hopefully going to cause us any problems because, as you can see, we are now into stoppage time at the end of the second half. Arsenal need 2 goals to take it to penalties, and they haven't got themselves one yet, and Laurent Koscielny has wasted the opportunity, and there's the final whistle. Liverpool 2, Arsenal 0 is the final score. We've won ourselves the first trophy of this Liverpool career mode. It's taken 23 episodes, but the first attempt we have to win a trophy, the first cup that becomes available in the league season, and it's Liverpool that take it with a win at Wembley. It took us to extra time. Arsenal definitely had the better of the first half. We were dominant in the second, but couldn't find a way through, and then it took that dominance into extra time, and a couple of defensive mistakes, you have to say, from Arsenal. Perhaps naive tactics from Arsene Wenger against a side that would be very good on the counter-attack in the shape of Liverpool, with Raheem Sterling and Daniel Sturridge on the pitch, and Gerrard is going to get the chance to lift the trophy. He was dead on his feet towards the end of the game, but because I couldn't take him off, he gets the chance to lift the trophy with him being the captain on the pitch at the time. Stevie G to lift the trophy for Liverpool. Will it be his last that he lifts for the club? Who knows? But right now, we'll enjoy the moment. Steven Gerrard lifts the Capital One Cup, and Liverpool are champions and lift the trophy for the first time in the 2014-15 season. Hopefully it won't be the last trophy we lift. We've still got the FA Cup still to come. We've still got the Champions League ongoing, and we're not necessarily out of the title race just yet. But one trophy down and more to go. That's going to bring today's episode to a close, guys. Thank you very much for watching. Drop the video a like if you enjoyed. Of course, hit subscribe if you haven't already. Check the channel page for anything you may have missed. Follow me on Twitch and Twitter. Links will be in the description down below, as well as to Instagram and Facebook, and also to G2A and FIFA. But there you can see it on your screens. Capital One Cup champions, Liverpool Football Club.